Hey guys, Jennuine Love checking in. Wanted to just kind of share some tools and techniques that we can use for ourselves to nurture ourselves at this very interesting time that we're facing in the collective. There's not a human alive today that has not heard of the coronavirus. And as you know, if you're in this group and an empath, we feel everything. And so, especially in this particular time, it is vital that you have self-love and self-care practices that you're doing and partaking of every single day, because that's what's going to help you to keep your sanity. That's what's going to help you to keep your vibration, high and upbeat, and attract the things that you want to attract. That's going to help you to keep from, bringing in what the collective is feeling or what people around you are feeling and taking that on as your own, right? So I just want to kind of run through a little list that I've made of things that we really should be doing every single day, but especially right now during these potent energy times, right? So the first thing is you need to be meditating. If you're not used to meditating, now is a beautiful time to start. I mean, most of the world is kind of shut down anyhow, right? So now is the perfect time, if you don't have a meditative practice, to begin one. So what meditation is going to do for you is very important to set your tone. I recommend doing it first thing in the morning before you even do anything, before you interact with anybody, right? You want to meditate first thing in the morning. Ideally, you want to shoot for 15 minutes. And keep in mind, a side note for meditation, I hear people tell me, they're like, Jen, I don't think I'm doing it right because I still have thoughts. You're always going to have thoughts. Like, your brain is always going to be working. So the goal is to not stop your thoughts. The goal is to become an observer of your thoughts, right? And you'll notice patterns through meditation. You'll notice, maybe you have self-doubt thoughts that come up or fearful thoughts that come up. And then over time, if you stick with your meditative practice, you'll notice that those thoughts lessen and they become, when you do have them, they become more positive and more in tune, with what you're wanting to manifest. So that's the very first thing, is meditation. In order to keep your sanity during this time and in everyday life, but especially in these times, you need to have a meditative practice. And again, I highly recommend first thing in the morning, at least 15 minutes if you can shoot for that. The next thing that will help you during these times is to move your body. Like, energy can get stuck, it can get stagnant, right? But you need to move your body. So whether it's yoga, whether it's dancing, whether it's, running on a treadmill, whether it's taking a walk, you need to be moving your body. Help that energy release through movement. It's very important to let your body move, and in the movement, you move energy. You get the old stagnant energy out, right? So definitely take, again, 15 minutes is enough. If you want to go hardcore and go like 30 minutes or more, that's great too. But you at least want to shoot for about 15 minutes of some form of movement and be intentional with it, be very intentional with the movement and be clear that I'm moving energy. I'm getting all of this energy out. That's what I'm doing. Okay. The third thing that I would recommend is to turn the TV off, especially if you're watching the news. There's no way in hell that you're going to keep your sanity if you have that news on a lot. You're just not. You know what I mean? You're hearing everything. You're an empath. You're taking it in, whether you realize it or not. Okay? So that's the first thing, is to limit your time. I would cut it out completely, but that's just me. Maybe you feel like, Jen, I can't bury my head in the sand. I got to know what's going on. Okay, that's great. But limit it. I would limit it to no more than 30 minutes a day. And that's even on the high end. You know what I mean? Definitely do not be watching news more than 30 minutes a day. It's just not going to be beneficial for you. And again, if you can go without the news, it wouldn't hurt you, because trust that your inner being is going to guide you. Again, that's why it's so important, right? To have that relationship with yourself, to have that, relationship with your inner being cultivated, so that when your intuition speaks to you, and you will be guided. You will be guided where not to go, where to go. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need the TV to know what to do. You don't, And not only limit your time with the television and the news, but also limit your time on social media. I mean, I'm scrolling through the timeline and it's just like, Lordy mercy, like just about every single, I would say 95% of the things that I see in my timeline are related to the coronavirus right now. And I'm appreciative of the memes and the things that kind of make it lighthearted. But there's a whole lot of, other stuff in there about, oh, this is going to happen. And look, I had a few days last week, freaked me out. I was like, I can't read this shit. I can't, because it was making me like go cuckoo, So limit your time with the news and limit your time on social media. Don't feel like you have to read it just because it's your favorite person that posted it. If you start reading and you see like, okay, this is going down that path, just keep scrolling, right? Just keep scrolling, or just check out, just turn off social media, read a book, do something like that. Okay, so the next thing is you want to do at least one fun thing a day. So I don't know what fun is for you. It might be reading a book. It might be watching a funny movie. It might be coloring. It might be building a puzzle. It might be playing a video game. Like whatever is fun for you, you should be doing at least one fun thing a day. And again, there's not the excuse of I don't have time to have fun now, right? Because the majority of the world is put on hold at this moment. And so it's an ideal time for you to make you your top priority, right? So pick at least one fun thing to do every single day. That's going to help you keep that childlike faith going. It's going to help you keep that, energy up where you feel more carefree, and you can actually even forget what's going on in the world. It is possible to do that, and it's okay to do that. You don't have to be focused on this, 24/7. It's not a good thing to do. Okay, so the other thing that I would say is spend time outdoors, okay? Today it's raining, but I've still been outside on the porch, drinking my tea, listening to the birds chirp, celebrating spring is here, the newness of life. Allow yourself to spend time outdoors. Empaths need nature, period. So the more that you can get outdoors, and again, the world is pretty much on hold and shut down, so there's no excuse why you can't go outside, right? Allow yourself, treat yourself, nourish yourself, and go outside, get some fresh air, take deep breaths. Maybe you want to move outside, like you want to do your exercise. Maybe you want to take it outdoors so you can combine the benefit of the outdoors with the movement. But it is very important, again, always, but especially right now, to allow yourself time outdoors. If you have animals, spend time with your animals. I get down on the floor. Sassy's laying over here beside me. But I get down on the floor with her and I just love on her and just pet her. I play ball with her. Like, I just am a total kid with my dog because it makes me forget what's going on, and it's very healing and therapeutic for me. So if you have animals, definitely spend extra quality time with your animals, because they can feel your energy when it shifts too, and allow them to nurture you, allow them to heal you, because animals are very healing and very nurturing to empaths, okay? The other thing that I would say is nourish your body with healthy foods. This is not the time to go on a stress junk eating binge. I had a really bad struggle with sugar. Like, sugar is just like, it's like the worst drug on the planet, right? And I literally quit cold turkey. I mean, I'm sure I'm ingesting some sugar because it's kind of in things, but nothing sweet have I had, no junk food, no candy, no cakes, no ice cream, nothing. And I'm not saying you need to go that extreme, like you listen to your body, but I will say that sugar does weaken the immune system. Sugar is not good for the body. Now, again, we're talking about refined sugars. We're not talking about sugar from an orange or sugar from an apple or a banana or grapes or anything like that. We're talking about added sugar, refined sugar. It's not good right now. It creates more anxiety. It creates a weaker immune system. So you definitely want to cut back, if not eliminate the sugar. You want to up the intake of fruits, especially. Fruits are the highest vibrational food on the planet. So raw, fresh fruits. Make yourself some smoothies if you need to get that fruit intake in. But fresh fruits, leafy greens, vegetables, you want to be nourishing your body. Again, we should be doing this all the time, but especially right now, you owe it to yourself, right, to put nourishing foods in your body. And it's not going to hurt to add supplements, sea moss and bladderwrack, elderberry, these, you know what I'm saying, oil of oregano, different things that will help you. Definitely vitamin C. These will help keep your immunity up. It will help, especially magnesium. A lot of women are deficient in magnesium. So if you notice you're getting lethargic and fatigued a lot, and you feel like a lot of muscle cramps and a lot of anxiety, just add some magnesium into your diet, because that will help with these things. So right now, more than ever, make sure that you are nourishing your body, and not just with food, but also with sleep. We're going through high energetic times, and things are only going to speed up. Even when this virus thing passes, we're still in a highly potent energetic phase of the earth. Things are shifting, right? And we can feel that. So it's important to honor your body with rest. Don't be hard on yourself and be like, oh, well, I need to be getting something done. Again, the world is kind of on hold, so you can use this time, sleep, take naps, lay in bed, read a book, you know what I mean? Just lounge around, give yourself permission to just integrate and to just love yourself. You don't need to be doing 24/7. You don't need to just be doing something. And a lot of times, the reason why we feel like we got to go is because we don't want to sit. We don't want to feel our feelings. And we're trying to just keep ourselves busy with busy work. And this is a time when we're being called collectively back inward to slow down, to nurture ourselves, and to take care of ourselves. You owe it to yourself. You're a beautiful being, and you owe it to yourself to love and nurture yourself. So again, nurture your body, good food, good rest, all that jazz. Bubble baths, hot showers, whatever. The other thing I want to say is to honor your feelings, okay? Because it's not beneficial for you to just plow through this and not acknowledge that you're scared shitless. It's not good to just try to cover up your fear and pretend like you don't feel it. It is very healthy to acknowledge, okay, I'm a little scared. I feel a little nervous because this is so uncertain. I feel like I don't understand what's happening. I feel nervous for people I love. I feel nervous for the world. You are not out of the vortex or not spiritual because you feel these feelings. In fact, it makes you more spiritual to be able to feel these feelings and navigate through them. So when you feel the feelings, there are different things you can do. Like you don't want to stay in them if they don't feel good, obviously, but you don't want to numb them. You don't want to ignore them. You don't want to deny them. You want to acknowledge them, because especially fear has like a grip. It has like a grip energy, and it just like panic mode, right? And the minute that you acknowledge, okay, I feel fearful, fear just kind of loosens its grip. So that's the very good part about acknowledging I feel fearful. It loses its grip. And then when you notice that you acknowledge, okay, yes, I feel fearful, I feel concerned, right? You have to know how to soothe yourself back into a place of well-being. So however that looks for you, I have tools and techniques that, if you want my services, reach out, I will help you. But you want to be in a space where you acknowledge how you feel and then you breathe through it. Like if you can't find the words to formulate to get you back on track, you breathe through it. You just breathe through it. And, take deep breaths in, let them out, however many you need to take to allow yourself to get back to that centered space. Like this is vital, to acknowledge how you feel and to not bypass it or try to bury it. You know what I mean? And so another thing that I would add is do things that are comforting to you. For me, it's hot tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking hot tea. I wrap up in my warm blanket. I mean, it's cold and kind of rainy today, but even when it's, not, it's kind of warm outside, I'll go outside and I'll sit in the sun. Do things that you find to be comforting to yourself, like that are soothing to your soul, whatever that looks like for you, because that's going to help you feel more at ease. It's going to help you to feel more calm and more centered. And also, if you do use crystals, I mean, I'm holding one in my hand as we speak because doing these lives makes me a little nervous. Got one right here, but crystals, they do have energy that can help you. Rose quartz is perfect. If you don't have any other crystal in your arsenal, definitely you want rose quartz because it's a very calming, it's a loving, it's a gentle stone. Black tourmaline is another one that helps you to just kind of like, it repels the negative energy from coming into your space, into your auric field, right? So if you don't have any other crystals, you don't have to have a zillion, like maybe I do, but you do want to at least have some if you're open to the use of those. Also, essential oils are very good during this time. Lavender, if you don't have any other essential oil in your tool bag, you want lavender because you can just put a little bit in your hand. You can breathe it in. It's going to help calm you down, healing frequencies. All of these different things will help calm your energy down when you feel crazy, but you don't always want to wait till you get to that point. So just a little bit of these nurturing practices will help to keep you centered and balanced right here, right now, where you are. Okay, so I hope that one, if not all of these, were helpful to you. I'm sending you all so much love. And if you need any help navigating through these times and you would like to work with me, just feel free to reach out to me via Messenger and I will definitely get with you and we will figure something out. Okay, sending you all so much love and appreciation. We will get through this. You will get through this. You're strong, beautiful, beautiful soul. The world needs you now more than ever to fully show up as who you are, the beautiful being that you are, nurturing your gift, sharing your gift. Now is the time. Okay, sending y'all love. Till next time. Namaste.